It could be whatever you all want. So manifesting doesn't work. You're always manifesting. So even if you're like, hey, the law of attraction is bullshit, I don't believe in that. So uh, either way, you should be aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts lead to your feelings, which lead to your actions, which lead to the results you're getting in your life. So even if you don't care about manifesting via the law of attraction or vibration per se, you should still be aware of what you're thinking, because that thinking is creating the actions that you're taking, and it's creating the results in your life. So every thought you think is its own causation, so to speak, and it's creating the effects that you see in your life. So you should be aware of that. Yes, please, money, health, and a specific person. It does work. It's happening now all the time. Absolutely. It's happening whether you believe in it or not. It's still going on. It's like saying gravity doesn't exist. So it's still taking place. So someone said clarity. I'd rather do, if we're going to do a meditation, we can do one where we encompass all these different things, but I'd rather pick one specific thing and focus all of our attention on that, as it'll be easier to get that into your subconscious to manifest in your life. And thank you for the likes, everybody. And if you don't mind, hit the like button, please, just so that more people will come in, and hopefully we'll get a good group today. And I have an awesome freaking money meditation that we can all do. It just depends how much time everybody has. If they have like 10 or 20 minutes, then we'll go super deep. If they have 10 minutes, then we'll go pretty deep. But it's whatever you guys all want. So let me know. Thank you guys for the likes. You're like, I got time, and I got desire. And you're going to have money too after this. And I think I got time too. So if you aren't aligned, you can't manifest. Yeah, you have to be aligned. You have to be aware of what you're putting forth, so to speak. Because whatever you're putting out, a like amount of energy must be taken on. That's a law of compensation. Someone said, let's do it. Okay, I'm down. And what you're lining up to is your higher self. You have a part of you that's infinitely intelligent, that's all-knowing, all-powerful, that wants to flow through you. It's a source of well-being, of love, of joy, of peace, of inspiration. Your job is to reduce the amount of resistant thoughts, those negative thoughts that cause you to be out of alignment with your true self. You can never be totally out of alignment with your true self, but you know what I mean. And then you want to focus on feeling as best as possible so that channel is clear. If you read Charles Haanel's book, The Master Key System, he said you want the channel clear between your conscious and subconscious mind, so all of that innate potential within you can come to the surface. All right, and before we begin the meditation, thank you for the roses. I'm going to do I call it shelf respect. Yes. Okay. Master Key. I love that book, The Master Key System. It's a fantastic book. I've spoken about Charles a number of times on these lives. For those of you who don't know, Charles Haanel had a net worth of about $250 million by today's standards, and he refused to teach this material until he said he had demonstrated it properly in his life. And he was worth $250 million, and he still didn't believe that he had properly demonstrated it. What is this, OnlyFans? I'm not going to do push-ups. You go do some push-ups. So it was I didn't know that. I did not know that. So that's good to know. What do you think of Neville Goddard? He's a master manifestor. I love Neville Goddard. I'm a huge fan of his work. Some of it can be confusing when he talks about some of the biblical stuff, but overall, I think he's a master of consciousness. If you just study his stuff, he'll give you a solid foundation from which to proceed from. I just like to go a little bit more in depth into the conscious and subconscious mind. Let me see it. Because if you can't do 3 push-ups, man, you need to sign off this live and go get a gym membership or go start working out and get yourself in shape. What up? Hi, Audra. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Audra, good to see you on here. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to do a money meditation. We can do that right now, or we can, thank you. Or I'll just answer questions for the time being, and then we'll have a good talk. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I got it right. Hi, I'm new here. What do you think the best source book to learn is? So the first book I'd recommend is, I just watched Napoleon Dynamite 2 days ago, and you're wearing yeah. That's what's up, Mike? Good to see you on here, my friend. Okay, we'll do the meditation in 2 minutes. Let me just answer this question, and then we'll go. And then, hey, Louisiana, I want to visit there so bad. So if the weather's nice, tell me, because that's the next place that's on my travel list. So someone asked me and thank you for the flowers. So someone asked me what's the best books source to learn from. First book I'd recommend is Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks. It's basically like just the A to Z on the law of attraction, how to apply it in your life, how to raise your vibration, what to focus on. It just gives you a solid foundation, and it's an easy read. So you just read it. It's got a good energy to it. It makes life seem like so flowery and fluffy. So I really enjoy that book, and it's got 22 processes at the end to raise your vibration, no matter where you are on Esther's emotional guidance scale. The emotional guidance scale is basically everyone's emotions can be put on the scale that Esther has, from love being the highest to powerlessness being the lowest. And everybody falls at some point on somewhere along that scale, and she shows you how to raise your vibration. That's the first book I'd recommend. Second book I'd recommend is The Silva Mind Control Method by Jose Silva. That book shows you how to access the deeper parts of your the deeper parts of your mind. So you go from beta, this awake state of consciousness, into alpha and into theta, those deeper states, and you can implant ideas of a positive nature once you're in those deeper states of consciousness. And one affirmation done at alpha is hundreds of times more powerful than done in your awake state. So it's an easy way to reprogram your mind. So I would start with those two. And then what else would I start with? Those are probably my two favorite books. And then maybe the Success Principles by Jack Canfield. It's not so much a book on metaphysics, but it's just a good book on just how to get your life the way you want it. So, okay, cool. And all right, so do you guys let me know if there's no more questions? Okay, there are questions. Okay, cool. Just buy Tony's book instead. Yeah, I buy my book. I didn't even think about that, Mike. Thank you. So, I have my own book. The link is in the bio. How to Manifest Your Dream Life. It's $10, and I'll walk you through the A to Z of all of this. Thank you for that. My anxiety is so bad lately, and I need to reground myself. So I speak about anxiety. I've spoken about it a number of times, so I'm going to give you just a quick synopsis. So first, if you're having anxiety, it's because you're putting too much of a negative emphasis on your future. You're predicting the future in a negative fashion. And so instead of using hope and showing yourself images of it being better, you're using worry and showing you images of it being worse. So I would, a few times a day, I would recenter myself. So I take a few deep breaths to relax my body. I count down from 10 to 1 to relax my mind. And I would show myself images in the first person of me succeeding, of me winning, of my life going the way I want. And I would affirm to myself that my future is going to be better than my past. That good things always happen to me. That every day and every way I'm getting better, better, and better. That I'm strong and confident. I'm powerful. I'm a force of nature. Things such as this. And I do that 3 times a day. The reason being is you want to get your emotional set point, or your baseline, not just your emotional set point, but your physiological set point, back to one of just peace and harmony. So I would do that a few times a day. And then I would write out what's causing me to be anxious. Usually it's because a lot of people feel they don't have enough time, or there's some looming deadline for something. But in reality, there's nothing that's immediately attacking you right now. So I would write out what's causing you to be anxious, and then a series of positive actions that you could take so that you can get some momentum going, because anxiety is really misplaced enthusiasm. It's energy that wants to go outwards constructively, but is instead going inwards destructively. So even if I would write a list and then set some series of small actions you can take, and it'll get your momentum going, you'll actually feel better about yourself. And let me know if that helps you, Crispy. Thank you for the compliment about my shirt. I love being around Fifth Dimension companions. Cool, thank you. Wingardium Leviosa. I don't know what that means. Do you think people self-sabotage right before meditations come through? Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. So what I see a lot of people do, if you guys only remember one thing from this talk, it's remember this. There's no denials, there's only delays. So what happens is somebody will say, I want a date by this Saturday. I'm just making up something. And they'll imagine themselves with their partner, and they'll see themselves on this date, and they'll put out the right vibration to begin attracting this. They might even have a few people start messaging them out of the blue. And then what happens is that Saturday comes around and they didn't get a date. For whatever reason, it just didn't come about. But they're right on the precipice of that date taking place. There's people reaching out to them. And so there's movement taking place. But since they set this deadline, it has to be by this Saturday, they just give up and abandon the whole project. And they're like, see, I knew I shouldn't have tried. And sometimes they make themselves feel worse off than before they started. So don't be like those people. Even if what you wanted didn't show up by that time, still stay in the positive vibration. A bunch of stuff just fell. So that scared me. So still stay in the positive vibration, because first, everything that comes into your life is responding to the vibration that you're putting forth. Second, every area of your life is responding to that vibration. So by staying positive, you're uplifting all the areas of your life. And third, you don't know what you've put into motion by staying in that vibration. So just stay in it. I got that from that whole process, or everything I was just speaking about, from Helen Hadsell, the contest queen. She won basically every contest that she she won basically every contest that she ever entered. And she would speak about that people would just oftentimes throw in the towel just a little bit too early, like just short of the finish line, so to speak. Someone said, we are readers, right? Absolutely. There's so many books that each one will give you a little bit of gold, a little bit of gold. Another good book, somebody had asked me about books. I would recommend reading the book As a Man Thinketh and From Poverty to Power by James Allen. You can find both of those on Google for free. And they're both two good books that will give you a lot of insight into metaphysics and how consciousness and this whole thing works. Best movie ever. It's a fantastic movie. You made me sad. Well, you got to get strong, buddy. Okay. From Poverty to Power by James Allen and As a Man Thinketh. You can buy them both at once. Okay. Who am I to you? You're a reflection of some aspect of my consciousness. The Greatest Salesman in the World is tops for me. That's a great book by, I don't know if it's Og Mandino or OG Mandino, but that's a fantastic book. I gave it to a friend of mine and he made a ton of money after reading it. Can I ask if being with the wrong person can inhibit you manifesting great things? Yes, because their energy is going to be around you. But remember, they're a reflection of your consciousness. If you change within, your relationship with them will change. So that's one. But two, until you do that, every time you're around them, you're going to feel worse. Toxic spouse or partner can block your blessings. Is that true? If you're letting them affect you, yes. But I would grab a pen and paper and write out my relationship with my spouse and write how you show up, how he shows up, how the relationship is. And then I would write 10 things I like about my spouse and focus on that and see that new image every day. And even include traits that your spouse doesn't currently possess, because once you start impressing those ideas on your subconscious, they'll start to express for him, as long as you don't get wrapped up in the old story during the interim until those new ideas start expressing. And your vibration will start to affect him. Either he'll zig while you zag, or she'll zig while you zag, or she'll become that new energy that you're putting forth. Definitely helps. Awesome. Self-discipline is supposed to be hard. It was easy. Everyone would do it. Yeah. Instead of using discipline, I would use your imagination. Instead of relying on willpower, use your imagination. Imagination is greater than willpower. So instead of trying to force yourself to do what it is you want every day, keep imagining yourself doing it. And your subconscious controls your beliefs, habits, and bodily functions. So if you start showing it, let's say you want to get it to the gym every day, keep showing it images of you at the gym looking great, feeling great. It's going to build up your mental desire, so to speak. And your subconscious will say, oh, I'm somebody who goes to the gym now. You know, I'm not a gym rat, a gym going person. And it'll get you there. Can you repeat the name of the books? You know, As a Man Thinketh and From Poverty to Power. Spirits telling you it's time for meditation. Okay, let's meditate. You guys are wanting to jump in, so let's get to it. So we're gonna do a meditation for money. Wait, did I answer your question, Naomi? Let me know if you got your question answered, because you are fantastic. Oh, thank you. As are you. That makes me difference. That makes me feel good. I'm going to screenshot this because you asked, what's the difference between visualization and daydreaming? So it depends, and thank you for the flowers. It depends how you're using visualization, and it depends how you're using them. So if you're going to visualize from the first person. See yourself actually experiencing what it is you want. And when I say actually experiencing it, I mean both how it feels, the desired state. Thank you for the flowers. And use your tactile senses. Actually imagine yourself kissing your lover and feel what it feels like. The more emotion, the more feeling it has, the faster this idea gets impressed on your subconscious, and the quicker it'll manifest in your body and in your environment. That's one. And two, what happens when most people daydream is their daydreaming causes a dissipation of energy, of mental energy. And I'll explain what I mean. And thank you for the likes. What happens is the first two books was As a Man Think, no, excuse me. The first two books was Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks and The Silva Mind Control Method by Jose Silva. So when people are daydreaming, let's say they're at work and they'll say, man, I wish I was like on a beach somewhere, and they picture a beach, but they don't put themselves in it. So it's just burning up mental energy. It's not impressing this idea on their subconscious. And it's making them feel worse about their current reality. They're putting themselves literally in a state of lack. So if you're going to show yourself on the beach, see yourself on the beach with a drink in your hand and feel the perspiration from the cup on your hand as the sun hits the cup, and see yourself tasting the drink and it tastes delicious, and the sun on your face and the wind gently hitting you as you lay on that beach. They're two totally different experiences. One will put you in the vibration of being at the place, so you start to manifest that into your life. The other one, the daydream, puts you in the feeling of lack, so you create more of what you don't want. So that's what I would say is the difference between the two. So, cool. All right. So, we're going to do a money meditation. This will take about 10 minutes. If you guys want to do it, I'm in. If you guys don't, then nothing I can do about it. But it should be really cool. If you guys, okay, so before I begin, if you're down for this, just type yes or type something into the chat box. A deep one, please. Okay, cool. And then let me see battery. I don't want my phone to die. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a charger from somewhere. All right, cool. So we're going to do a money meditation. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put you guys into a relaxed state. If you're driving, turn this off. If you're at home, sit or lay down in a comfortable position. Okay, awesome. And once I put you in a relaxed state, I'm going to have you visualize a place. And when I say visualize, I mean see yourself at a place that's totally peaceful and relaxing for you. That's to help you go even deeper. I'm going to count down again to help you go even deeper. And then once you're in that deep state, I'm going to first ask, is there anything that's blocking you from experiencing the abundance that you want? If it's a person, see yourself forgiving the person. You can see yourself forgiving them by shaking their hand, by a white light shining over them. Just do whatever is best and easiest for you. If it's a situation that went other than how you would have liked it to have gone, see yourself handling that situation, or see that situation going the way you would have liked it to go. For example, if you didn't say yes to a business deal that could have made you a lot of money, imagine that you did say yes and you're financially prosperous. And then everything else is going to be self-explanatory. So it'll make sense as we're in the meditation. So let me know, can you hear the background music? I'm going to turn this up. All right. Can you hear the background music? Let me know if you want me to make it louder or it doesn't matter. So here we go. So everyone go ahead and close your eyes and just take an easy, gentle breath. And as you breathe in on this next breath, visualize the number 3 times in your mind. 3, 3, 3. And as you breathe in and out on this next breath, visualize the number 2 3 times in your mind. 2, 2, 2. And as you breathe in and out on this next breath, visualize the number 1 3 times in your mind. 1, 1, 1. You're now at a deeper, healthier level of mind. To help you go even deeper and to help you relax more, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And you're going to become more relaxed with every number that I count. 10. Your head relaxes. Your back relaxes. Your entire body relaxes as you drift into this peaceful, relaxing sleep-like state. 9. Let any thoughts of the future or things of the past drift away as you become more and more relaxed. 8. Relax. Every time you hear me say the word relax, you become more and more relaxed, more and more at peace. 7. Drifting deeper and deeper now, deeper and deeper into this peaceful, relaxing, sleep-like state. 6. Relax. You feel so at peace, so at ease, as if you're on a peaceful, relaxing vacation. 5. Drifting deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into this peaceful, relaxing, sleep-like state. 4. Relax. You feel so relaxed, as if you're wrapped in a nice, warm blanket. 3. Going deeper and deeper now, deeper and deeper. 2. Sleep. Feeling so relaxed, completely at ease, completely at peace. 1. You are now in a relaxed, deep state of mind. To help you further relax and to take you even deeper, I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I arrive at 1, I want you to take yourself to a peaceful place of your choosing. This could be a real place, an imaginary one, whatever is best for you. 3, 2, 1. Go there now. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1 again. And when I arrive at 1, it will be as if you have spent 1 hour in this peaceful place and at this peaceful level of mind. 3, 2, 1. You are doing excellent. To help you further relax and to take you even deeper, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1 again, and you will become progressively more relaxed with every number that I count. 10, 9, 8, deeper and deeper, 7, 6, 5, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1. I now want you to imagine that in front of you, in your mind's eye, so to speak, is a version of you that is totally wealthy and totally abundant. So see standing in front of you a version of you that is totally abundant, totally wealthy. Imagine that this version of you has all of his or her wants and needs met. see this person smiling big, dressed immaculately, shining bright like the sun. And bring this image even closer now. So you're closer than you were before to this image of you. And make it even brighter. And see yourself shining bright, smiling big. You can sense and feel the abundance that is emanating from this version of you. The very vibration of abundance is lifting you up right now. And bring this version of you even closer. Make it even brighter. Put an even bigger smile on your face. See this version of you telling you how great your life is now. See it and really feel it. And now step into this version of you. Merge with this abundant version of you. Because the true you is abundant, is wealthy, is prosperous. It is your right, your birthright to be rich, prosperous, and wealthy. Now look around you. How do you look? How do you feel? Imagine there's a mirror in front of you and take a good look at this rich, wealthy, and abundant version of you. And tell yourself, this is me now. And this is you now. You are rich, prosperous, and wealthy. It is normal, natural, and right for you to be rich, prosperous, and wealthy at all times. And you are rich, prosperous, and wealthy now. And now remove the mirror from your mind. And I'm going to ask your subconscious, that deeper part of you, a question. And allow yourself to allow whatever comes up. There's no right or wrong answers. And if nothing comes up, that's fine too. And the question is there anything or anyone that is blocking your abundance? Is there anyone or anything that's blocking your abundance? If it's a person, see yourself forgiving that person in whatever way feels right for you. You could see yourself shaking their hand, hugging that person, or allowing white light to wash over them. If it's a situation that occurred, see yourself handling the situation the way you would have liked it to go, or the way you would have liked to handle it. Do this now. You are doing excellent. Now I want you to imagine that in front of you is a blank check from the universe. You can put on this check any amount that you desire for 2022. To the universe, there is no big or small, so it's whatever feels right and best for you. So how much are you putting on this check now? Write yourself this amount. And now imagine that you're taking this check and you're placing it into the center of your being, into your heart chakra, so to speak. And the infinite intelligence and the infinite love that is within you is going to bring this amount to you. In fact, it's already done on the mental and spiritual plane. So it is now manifesting in the physical plane for you now. Now I want you to imagine that you're driving in your dream vehicle. So see yourself driving your dream car. It could be down the coast. It could be along the freeway. See yourself in your dream vehicle. See yourself with your hand on the steering wheel. And how do you feel? How do you look? Take a deep breath and breathe that in. You are prosperous. Imagine you're waking up in your dream home. How does it look? How does it feel? See yourself awakening in your dream home. Look around you. What does it look like? What do you look like in this home? You are prosperous. Imagine you have your dream relationship or relationships. See yourself meeting your spouse or meeting with your friends, and they're so happy to see you. You have abundance in your relationships. See and feel this now. You are prosperous. And see yourself now, having had a great workout. Your body is beaming with vigor, with strength. You have an abundance of physical health, of mental health, of spiritual and emotional well-being. See and feel that now. You are prosperous. So every day in every way, from this moment forward, you are getting richer, richer, and richer. I will say this again. Every day in every way, you are getting richer, richer, and richer. You are rich, you are prosperous, you are wealthy. Money multiplies around you. It feels good for you. It feels good to you to have large sums of money, and you have a lavish, steady, dependable income, consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. I'm going to give you a gift now, and that is the gift of manifestation in the area of finances. You will be able to manifest greater amounts of money with greater ease, peace, harmony, and joy than you have ever done up until this point. Your finances are going to be a source of great pleasure for you from this moment forward. So now take in a deep breath. Breathe in all of these good feelings, all these positive vibrations that are taking place. And I'm going to count upwards from 1 to 5. And when I arrive at 5, you will awaken from this state, feeling happy, feeling joyful, feeling full of life. You will awaken with a smile on your face, feeling better than before. 1. Taking a deep breath and coming back to your body. 2. Smile beginning to form on your face. 3. Eyes beginning to slowly open, smile forming on your face. 4. Wide awake, smile on your face. 5. Welcome back, smile on your face, feeling great, feeling better than before. And when you're back, leave a comment so I know you're all back. All right, awesome. Cool. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. What did you see? How did you feel? Cool. Awesome. You're welcome. So that's the power of your mind. Good. I'm glad. That's an awesome experience. It's something I take my friends through and I do for myself too. That's really cool. You're welcome. I loved everything. Seeing, yeah. Myself, beautiful, rich, good. So some new people are coming in. You're a blessing. Thank you. I want to be of assistance. You're great at guided meditation. Thank you. I spent years learning. Are you headed east, brother? What does that mean? I'll sleep for a little bit. All right, go sleep. Go rest in that energy. If anybody else wants to sleep, and thank you for the roses. By all means, I totally understand. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll stay on for maybe another 5 or 10 minutes and answer questions. And thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. For those of you who just joined, we did an abundance meditation to manifest more abundance. I wish I had recorded that on my audio. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi, Sherry. And if nobody has any questions, is 5D thought realm actually important? I don't know about it. So I was just taught that the 3D, good night. You're welcome. So I was taught that there's the 3D, which we're all in right now. And then the 4D is where it's just God operating as all people. And then I'm not sure what the 5D is. So I'm not an expert on it, so I can't talk about it. The main thing is before people talk about the 4D and the 5D and all this stuff, but they haven't created the life they want on the 3D. So I feel like they're jumping levels, so to speak. So I would start with the 3D and start applying these universal laws. Make your life the way it is you want. And as you start to feel more loving and joyful, then you'll move up the scale, so to speak, and then you'll start to experience more of that 4D. You'll start to become more aware of this oneness that flows through everybody, or this oneness that we all are, I should say. So that is my answer to that. It's like a lot of people worry about past lives and karma and things like that, but and they're not so focused on what their vibration, what their images are, and their thoughts are in this present life. So I'm like, hey, focus on this life, and you can do that auxiliary stuff, but does having religious beliefs counteract blessings or help? It just depends what your concepts are. So, for example, Helen Hadsell, they called her the contest queen. She won every contest that she ever entered. She believed that, that she was dealing with a loving, abundant God who wanted to give her everything she asked for. She would say, we were told to ask and you shall receive. So she would go into all these contests with that frame of consciousness and she would win everything. So it just depends on what the belief is. If a belief isn't positive and logical, don't believe it. I don't care what it is. Just throw it out. I don't care how much everyone tells you have to believe it. If it's not serving you, then let it go. So every belief that you have should be positive, logical, broad, and lawful. So positive, it's got to be good for you. It's got to be logical. If I say I'm going to jump, I can fly, it's positive, but I can't, jump off. I shouldn't jump off my roof. And then it's going to be broad in its scope so that if I say like I want to meet a woman and I want to manifest her and she's got to take, it's got to be within the next 10 minutes or 2 minutes. Sure, somebody might sign on and I can manifest her that way. But sometimes people make it so specific that there's no way the universe can bring it to them. And then lastly, it's got to be lawful, meaning you have to live in alignment with it. So let's say I actually know somebody that was doing this. So he's holding this image of himself as healthy, but then he's drinking nonstop every day, just these exorbitant amounts. And so there's no way that his body can filter all this liquor so that he's violating the law of nourishment. So I don't want to return to my office as it was toxic. Working from home is more beneficial. Just write a new idea, write a new concept. So write out my ideal work situation and write out where you work, what your coworkers are like, what you're like when you before, during, and after work, what your managers are like, what your customers are like. Remember, everybody's responding to the vibrations that you are putting forth, and these vibrations are caused by the thoughts, the fixed ideas that you have in your subconscious. So just change them. Create the type of life that you want in consciousness. And I would imagine it every day. You know, I would see my customers, my coworkers, super friendly, me smiling, shaking hands with them in my mind. I'd see my managers the same way, my clients loving me, and me winning awards. And then that's what will show up in your life. But, you know, as you sow, so shall you reap. It's a spiritual law. So start sowing all that good into your consciousness. And then you're going to reap this abundant fruit, which is these harmonious relationships and an excellent work life. That was a really well-worded answer on my behalf. You know, give myself a pat on the back for that one. Jeez, that was really good. So, let me see. Any other questions or anything else anyone would like help with today? I'll speak for maybe 5 more minutes and then I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, here's a good thing before you all go to sleep. Where are you located? Do you do one-on-ones? I do one-on-ones. So I do them via Zoom, and then I do them via Zoom, and I'm in San Diego. So if you're in San Diego and you want to meet, I usually don't meet, but sometimes I do, just because I have to go get ready, factor in the drive. Some people, I'm way up in Carlsbad. So, but if not, usually I just do Zooms. How do we book? Just send me a message and we'll set up a time and to make that happen. Are spells a manifestation tool? Spells, I don't believe in spells, because what's happening is, so Joseph Murphy talks about this in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Let's say you go to a witch doctor, right? And she says, oh, I'm going to put a spell on you. You have faith in this witch doctor, and oh, thank you for the kind words. You have faith in this witch doctor, and so her spell isn't so much a spell, but it's auto-suggestion or suggestion. She's giving you this idea, and because of your faith in her, it causes your conscious mind to be dormant. It's almost like she's acting as your conscious mind and is going into your subconscious. So if somebody says, oh, I'm going to put a spell on you, just, there's no power in that unless you give it power and say, no, I don't agree with this. I'm and affirm who you are. Love Carlsbad, used to live in La Costa. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah. I'm literally right there. So I'm off of La Costa. Where are you now, Naomi? And then, yeah, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need to put more up. It's weird. I only like making videos if I'm motivated. And I'm inspired, so to speak. And if not, then I just don't put up anything. You do this every day at this time? No, I just do it at random times. So sometimes I do it early I do it every day. So turn on your notifications. But sometimes I go early in the day. Sometimes I go at night. It just depends. But I like to come on once a day and just share some good stuff. And thank you for the roses. I like this stuff. It gives me an outlet for my energy. It allows me to Utah, but I need a Cali trip. Oh, okay, then we would definitely do a session via Zoom. So, I like this stuff because it gives me it allows me to actually apply this material and give it to you all to apply. It gives me a better understanding of things, and then it's fun. I don't have too many people I can talk about in depth with this stuff in my everyday life. I have certain friends that we go really deep and we practice all these ideas and do manifestation exercises, but for me, it's 4 a.m. Yeah, for me, it's 1:15. So I think I'm going to go in maybe a minute or two. It's 1:13, excuse me. So, are you starting your day, Jovia, or is your day ending? Oh, here's a good exercise for all of you going to sleep. Before you go to sleep, sleep in the end result of what it is you want. Show yourself having what it is you want and start to do your affirmations during that last 15 minutes before you go to sleep. And even tell yourself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up more confident than I was today. I'm going to wake up feeling better and stronger and happier and healthier than I was today. My life is improving. I'm getting better. Every day and every way I'm getting better. Emile Coué, the famous French psychologist who coined that affirmation, thank you for the gift. He used to say that you should do that 20 times in the morning upon awakening, 20 times at night before going to sleep. So every day and every way I'm getting better and better. So just, Jen, okay, I'm going to follow you since you know about Chaldean people. Yeah, I am Chaldean. So, are you from San Diego or are you from Michigan? Let me know. For those of you who don't know what a Chaldean is, we're Catholic Iraqis. We're a small minority group in Iraq, and there's a bunch of us in San Diego, and there's a bunch of us in Michigan. I just woke up and found you. My day starts at 6 a.m. I'm setting the intention for you that you're going to have a beautiful day. And you too, Jen. I am too, from Michigan. Jen, are you just starting your day or is it ending? And then, yes, I'm on YouTube, Jardine. Thank you. And I have a bunch. If you like these meditations that we did, I have a bunch of them on YouTube. So that's funny, Jen. We might be cousins. So I sent you a follow request. So feel free to accept it or don't. It's up to you. So, but that's funny. I can't believe, how did you, I mean, all Chaldeans can recognize another Chaldean person. It's like a superpower. And then let me know. Then I can't sleep. Oh, okay. If you want to go to sleep, if you type in my first and last name, Fall Asleep Fast on YouTube, I have a great meditation track that will put you in a super relaxed state and put you right to sleep. And then let me just see if there's any other questions. Jen, if you don't mind me asking, what's your last name? I wonder if I know it. I used to live in Michigan. I'm from Michigan originally. I like ML Kuei too. I didn't know I should do it 20 times. Yeah, he used to say, thank you very much. I'll try that. Awesome. ML Kuei, he used to say, get a rope or something and tie in 20 knots and just do it in your sleep. I mean, not in your sleep, right before sleeping or right when you wake up. Thank you so much. Such a great visualization. I'll definitely check out the sleep meditation. Awesome. And then, hello. What's up, Zenifer? Zenifer, I wish you had been on earlier. We did a whole abundance meditation and stuff. It would have been good to have you on here, girl. It would have been really cool. But I'm glad you're here right now. Oh, and Jen, yeah, if you want, send me your last name. And if you don't, that's okay. If you want to be anonymous. So does anybody else have any other questions, or is there anything else we should talk about, or should we conclude tonight's session and everybody go to bed or start their day? And if not, then if there's no more questions, then I am going to bed because it's been a good long day and I have a big day tomorrow. How can I send it separately? Just leave it on a comment on one of my videos, or just comment and let me follow you. Let me follow you, and then you follow me back, and then we'll be allowed to, and then we can send each other messages. Will you say a prayer? Yes, I'll do a brief prayer just because it's late and we did a big meditation, and so I don't want to burn up too much of my own energy. What would you like a prayer about, Zen? And is there anything anyone would like me to put into the prayer? This host is inviting you to go live together. I hate every time I get these invites from hosts that part of my language, I'm not going to swear about them, but they're super weird. And so, any tips for me to wake up feeling happier? Yes, I have actually a number of tips. So, before you go to sleep, you want to prepave your sleep. So before you go to sleep, look for things in your immediate surroundings that you can be grateful for. And it doesn't have to be big things. I'm just saying just minor things. So, tell yourself, I'm so grateful that I have this blanket. I'm grateful that I have this mattress. I'm grateful, just super small things. And so go to sleep. I would go to sleep doing that. And even before I do that, first, like I had mentioned earlier, I would take a few deep breaths to relax my body. I would count down from 10 to 1 slowly to relax my mind. I would imagine myself having the life that I want, and I would do affirmations telling myself my life is getting better every day, and every way I'm getting better and better. And I would tell myself, tonight I will have healthy, restful, peaceful sleep. Thank you, Zen. I will wake up tomorrow feeling happy and refreshed. I will get the perfect amount of deep, restful sleep. And thank you for the roses. And so you're programming your subconscious to create this for you. You're welcome. And then when you wake up in the morning, there's a couple things you could do. One, immediately as soon as you wake up, look for things again in your immediate surroundings that you could be grateful for. So that way you're already starting your day on the right track. And then Joe Dispenza has this exercise where he says, ask yourself when you first wake up, who do I want to be today? And see yourself as this person and tell yourself, this is who I'm going to be. And then as you go through your day, be mindful of whenever you're acting out of alignment with that image you've shown yourself. So it's essentially you're putting yourself on a course, and then you keep correcting yourself anytime you get off course. But even if you don't want to do that, just as soon as you wake up, look for a few things to be grateful for. And then I would meditate. I would do a gratitude journal in the morning, and then I would start my day. Thank you, Jennifer. And thank you for the flowers and the likes, everybody. Hi, Tony. Can you manifest someone you don't know but you've seen on Instagram? Absolutely. I did it the other day. It was very weird. So I'm not going to say who it is, but it was like late at night. Remember, before you go to sleep, your brain goes from beta, this awake state of consciousness, into alpha, which is great for programming. Alpha is what takes place when you're in deep meditation. Thank you for the likes. And theta is what takes place when you are under hypnosis, just as some of you were in earlier, and when you dream at night. Now, I was about to go to sleep, and I was on TikTok, which I don't recommend doing, and I saw this video of this model, this stunning model, come out, and I remember thinking, man, I wonder if I can meet her, and I fell asleep. I went to sleep. I didn't give it any more thought. So a short time later, I go up to LA for a trip, and who do I end up meeting? I ended up meeting that model and connecting with her. So you can absolutely manifest somebody that you've seen on Instagram. I've done it a bunch of times with not just her. I've told stories where I manifested famous athletes that I wanted to meet. I've manifested a famous business partner. I've done a bunch of stuff like that. So you absolutely can. There's nothing that's off limits. Your job is to get clear on what it is you want, focus on it as if it's taking place now. And if the person is a vibrational match to what you're putting forth, if it's good for both of you, it'll take place. So I intend to wake up in my best possible timeline before you fall asleep. Yeah, that's fine. I don't... some people are big into quantum jumping and timelines and all that stuff. I'm not, but if that works for you, by all means. All I care about is results. If that gets you results, then go for it. The reason I say I'm not is quantum jumping was started by Bert Goldman, who was a student of Jose Silva's, and he was a Silva instructor. And he started that whole thing, but it basically uses the Silva method and its methodology to do that. Tony, hold on 1 second. Before I answer you, I want to make sure. I think I missed somebody. Cool. All right. By the way, I'm not trying to knock that technique. If it works for you, then by all means do it. It's just, there's a lot of people on here that say, on TikTok, they go, oh, I'm a quantum jumping master. I'm a quantum jumping, teacher. And the first thing that I always think, hello, hi Caprice. It asked me if I wanted to send you an invite earlier. So I didn't because it was 1 a.m. and I thought you'd be sleeping. So I was talking smack about quantum jumping for a moment. My only gripe with it is people say, oh, I'm a quantum jumping master. And I always think, well, why don't you jump to a reality where you have $100 billion and, you're super famous and everything is the way you want. So I have my reservations about some of that stuff. So unless maybe I haven't had it explained to me properly or I didn't learn it correctly, but that's my gripe with that. So, and thank you. You said that's amazing. Thank you, Nina. Oh, Nins, excuse me. Tony, there is a jealousy with my sister. It's weird because we are so supportive. What can I do? So, I would grab a pen and paper and write out my relationship with my sister. So, my relationship with my sister. By the way, are you jealous of her or she's jealous of you? Because I'm going to give you two different things depending on. This first one is if she's jealous of you. So, if she's jealous of you, write out my relationship with my sister and write out how you'd like it to be. It's loving, it's harmonious, it's joyful. You guys celebrate each other's success. Instead of envy, there's a saying, what God has done for me, what God has done for others, God does for me and more. So you can, if you're jealous of her, tell yourself that. If she's jealous of you, just say that instead of jealousy, it makes your success makes her more motivated, makes her more inspired. What's the word I'm looking for? That's the opposite of jealousy. It's like in my brain, but not coming out of my mouth. But whatever that word is, put that down. So you put those traits in for her and then write out 10 things I like about my sister. And imagine your relationship with her being how you'd like it to be, and read your list daily and read that list of 10 things you like about her, and you'll be putting out a new vibration towards her and she's going to respond. It works like magic. Let me know if that helps. And ask yourself, where am I being jealous in my own life? See if you're being a vibrational match. Are you jealous of anybody else? Because you might be putting out that vibration and it's causing you to attract it in your life. And if you are, don't. Replace jealousy with I would say admiration or inspiration. Anything someone else is doing, if they're manifesting it, it's life's way of showing you can have it too. So just tell yourself, what God has done for others, God does for me and more. Do you have any tips for being motivated to do your best? Absolutely. I have one major tip, and that is I would show myself the end result of what it is I want. I would see it in my imagination every day, several times a day. And what's going to happen is that'll build up your mental desire. Just as if I start showing you a pizza and I have you start imagining that pizza, your subconscious will start making you hungry because it responds to the images that you show it, and it doesn't know what's real and what's false. So if I show you a pizza with all the cheese and the pepperoni and you biting into it, you'll start getting hungry. A physiological response will take place within you. In like fashion, if you show yourself accomplishing your goals, being your best, living your best life, and you keep showing that image to your subconscious, it's going to create mental desire. It's going to want to go out and take that action and make that a reality because it thinks that's the reality that's taking place now. So that's what I would do. And your subconscious controls your beliefs, habits, and bodily functions. So you want to put yourself on success autopilot, so to speak. So show it the end result of what it is you want, and then back it with positive affirmations, and then take actions in alignment with the life you're trying to create, and you'll have you'll be firing on all cylinders, and you'll feel super motivated to create the life you want. And then obviously do things such as set goals with that are specific and measurable. Have a timeline. Take those goals, chunk them down into small steps, things that you can accomplish. But the main thing is show yourself images of what it is you want. That's why the main reason that a lot of people aren't accomplishing their goals is because they haven't shifted things in their subconscious. They're trying to rely on willpower, but they have these images in their subconscious that are contrary to what it is they're trying to achieve. And as a result, all that willpower can't compensate for their subconscious ideas. So you have to change that through imagery. Awesome. Not knowingly jealous. I want good for me and for everyone, but with her, I have noticed it. So yeah, put it in there that she's whatever the opposite word of jealousy is. So you can say she admires you or she celebrates your successes and put in that positive trait for you. How do you live in the end when you see what's in your current 3D in the day? Example with money. So first, realize your current reality is a reflection of past thoughts. So we think this is our current reality, but in reality, it's almost like you're living in the past. You thought certain thoughts, and those thoughts, the vibration of those thoughts slowed down and it coagulated to create your current reality. So take your mind off it. I would write out my new reality. Actually, I would do this exercise I recommended on a few of the lives. I would take myself to a really wealthy area, such as if you live in LA, go to Beverly Hills. If you're in New York, go to Manhattan. And I would sit in that wealthy area and I would script out my life. How much I earn, what I'm doing, and I'd really feel that vibration of that wealthy area, and I'd write out my life. Then when I go home every day, instead of looking at my current reality and reading my life, my script, I would close my eyes and I would imagine everything that I saw when I was in that rich area, and I would feel the feelings, how I felt when I was in that rich area, and then I would do the reading. I would read my script from there. The universe is responding to your vibration. So it doesn't know if you're in Beverly Hills still or if you're at home. All it's responding to is your vibration. So if you're putting forth that vibration of wealth, you're activating it over and over, and things will begin to shift for you. Also, those ideas, as you have that energy or that emotion of abundance backing that script, it's going to implant those ideas faster in your subconscious, and they'll manifest in your life quicker. That's one. Two, I had another tip that I thought was important. It popped in my head and out of my head as I was explaining it. Oh yeah, two, ask yourself, what's going right in my life right now? Or where am I experiencing abundance in my life right now? When there was a time when I needed to manifest money, but I didn't have any money. And every time I looked at my finances, it put me in a state of lack, and it made me feel bad. So I just started asking myself, where am I experiencing abundance right now? And I said, I have abundant physical health. I was in fantastic shape. I had a six-pack, super built. I looked great. And I had abundance of time. So I was training Muay Thai every day. I was competing in Muay Thai every day. And I said, you know what? I'm fighting, which I always wanted to do. Fighting in a ring, not in the street. That's caveman stuff. And thank you for the likes, everybody. I said, I have an abundance of physical health. I have a great Muay Thai instructor. I get to train with all my friends every day. I'm having a blast doing this. So I just kept asking myself every day, where am I experiencing abundance right now? And the only thing that I was I had abundance in was those two areas. I kept talking about that. I did it for 3 days. I got a job offer for way more money than what I was previously earning. I took that job. I kept asking that question, where am I experiencing abundance right now? While I was at that job led to another job. That job led to a promotion. One thing led to the next. So ask yourself that question, either what's going right in my life right now, or where am I experiencing abundance right now? There is some area that you're experiencing abundance in. And if you keep hitting that abundance chord, that's what the universe is going to respond to for you. You can also do things such as Esther Hicks has a game where it's the $100 bill process. She said, take a $100 bill and put it in your pocket. And when you walk around, as you go through your day, look at all the things you can buy with a $100 bill. You can buy $100 worth of groceries. You can go to Jack in the Box and buy $100 worth of food. You can go to the gas station, buy $100 worth of gas. And as you keep doing that, as you go through your day, you keep hitting that tone of abundance. And as more abundance comes in, you can carry more money with you if you like. And you keep hitting that chord of abundance over and over and over again. And the universe doesn't care if you're actually spending the money or if you're just thinking about what you could buy, but you keep putting yourself in that state of abundance over and over, and you're going to attract more and more abundance to you. It's that simple. We are jealous of each other. We are jealous of each other. Don't. Tell yourself, I love my sister. I wish the best for my sister. I celebrate her successes. Her successes are my successes. And they are. As you celebrate somebody else's successes, you put yourself in a vibration to attract success to yourself. And it shows your subconscious that this is good. Create more of this for me in my life. What God has done for someone else, God does for me and more. Why does TikTok ban talking about the gateway experience? I have no idea. TikTok banned me. So there was a time that my videos were on fire. I was getting a ton of traction. I smashed through the 100,000 point mark. And then I was talking about psychedelics. I only say the word once on here. And then I got banned, like bad. All of my videos for maybe 6 months or so, if I made a video, it would go up to 10,000 views and it would stop. And it would only be shown to my current existing follower base. So I don't know what's up with them or why they're doing that, but I hope they stop. So do you have any tips on how you can manifest getting spotted by a model agent locally? Yes. So write out my modeling experience. You work with the best agent. You're signed with the best agent. You're on the cover of magazines. You're on the cover of the cover of magazines, billboards, whatever it is that how you'd like it to be. Write it out and then imagine every day that you're signed with this specific, and if there's a specific agency, write it out. Imagine yourself signed with that agency, working with them. There's a really well-known model. I'm not going to say who she is, but I knew her before she became, a big deal. And I remember telling her to do all this kind of stuff. Well, I told her to read The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. And I remember me talking her into continuing her modeling journey because she was considering stopping it. And now she's a huge success. So 1, realize it's possible. 2, if somebody's done it, you could do it too. 3, there's probably somebody who's already done it and written a book or has a course or something. So if you can, contact them to help them streamline this process for you. And then 4, most importantly, see yourself working and being a high-end fashion model and have a clear idea of how you want it to go. Write it out in advance so that you're a conscious manifester. Quantum jumping feels like what we just did anyway. It's all about the visualization first. Absolutely. Do you have any advice against procrastination? Yes. Keep showing yourself images of you and the end result of what it is you want, and back those images with emotion. The more emotion an image has, the faster it gets impressed on your subconscious and the quicker it manifests in your life. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes. That's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Luke 12:15. Even when a person has an abundance, his life does not result from the things he owns. Yeah, abundance is a state of being, and it's your natural state of being. So we live in an abundant universe. So let it express. And then when you're in that state, you'll have everything that you want. Thank you. You're welcome. Any tips on how to manifest? Yeah, I said that. You are amazing. And you are amazing too. Thank you. You're welcome. Contrary to where you want to be successful, but you're thinking that you aren't successful. Contrary to where you want to be successful, but you're thinking that you aren't successful. Best advice. Thank you. All right. You say contrary to where you want to be successful, but you're thinking that you aren't successful. If you're thinking that you aren't successful, then it's going to hinder your growth, or you're going to self-sabotage. So see yourself in the end result of, see yourself in the end of what it is you want. See yourself being successful, winning an award, whatever that end result looks like to you. When I used to drive to work, I would ask myself, what would it feel like if I was number one in sales? And I would imagine myself as number one on the board, and I would see my coworkers congratulating me for a job well done, for being number one. And then within a short time, I ended up getting my award for being number one in Southern California. So you can do it. Also, what's the name of that book you just mentioned? Oh, it's The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield is the guy who wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. And he also is one of the featured speakers in The Secret. So he's got a book that's basically, it's 63 lessons. It's the A to Z of success. He used to advertise it as over 90% of the people who read the book will double their income and double their time off within 2 years or less. So check it out. If you want, go to Barnes & Noble. Actually, I like the book. I would recommend getting it. Or you can get my book, How to Manifest Your Dream Life. No, that's just a shameless plug. But it's a great book. I'm a big fan of Jack's. He's a great guy, and he walks his talk. So, all right. I think I'm going to go to sleep. Is Jennifer still on here? Somebody had asked me for prayer, but I am kind of tired. So I might, if I do a prayer, I'm going to do a lasered one today just so, what's that? Okay. So you wanted prayer for, what would you like prayer for? Does anybody else want prayer? And if you do, what would you like prayer about? Yeah, I got you, Zen. Okay, so you said clarity, abundance. You gotta, please let me know again what it is you'd like me to include in the prayer. Oh, you're welcome. And if you don't follow me, please do. I post this kind of stuff pretty much every day. So you want to manifest love, hope. Okay. Anything else? Confidence. I still sleep for us all on a beautiful day tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much for amazing. I love your oh, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It makes me feel good. Okay, my life partner. Okay. True self. Cool, you got it. I'll include that in. Anything else, anybody? So you said creativity, abundance, family, confidence, hope. All right. One of my favorite lies. Oh, okay, awesome. So everybody, go ahead and close your eyes now and just take an easy, gentle breath. And take another deep, cleansing breath, letting go of anything that came before this moment. And take one more deep, cleansing breath, breathing in the breath of God now. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all that has taken place here today. Grateful for that abundance meditation that came through me. Grateful for the people that got to receive it. Grateful for all the abundance that's now taking place in our lives. Grateful for the upliftment in vibration, in inspiration, and everything that's occurring, and information that's taking place as a result of this live. And from this place of gratitude, I recognize that God is all that there is. I recognize that God is a God of love and joy. God is that infinite divine presence that is always giving of itself, that full expression of its being. I recognize that God is abundance and success. It is infinite, overflowing good that cannot fail, that is always succeeding, that is creating more good out of itself. I recognize that God is power and grace. It is the only power, the greatest power. Nothing can hinder, delay, block, suppress, or repress the infinite good that is God. And I recognize that God is infinite intelligence and wisdom. It knows all. It sees all. It is all. It is the only game in town, so to speak. And from this place of recognition, I unify. I am one with the one. I am one with God's infinite intelligence and wisdom. I am one with His divine love and joy. Its spirit is my spirit. Its life is my life. I am lifted up right now. by its abundant, loving, divine nature. God's joy is my joy. God and I are one. And as I know this to be true of me, I know this to be the absolute truth of everyone in this lives being right where they are. The Spirit of God is in its fullness and its luminosity right here and right now. I first claim and call forth the love of God, lifting you up to higher heights than you've ever experienced, realized, or imagined before. Such divine love flowing through you that you live, move, and have your being in God. Such divine love flowing through you that everything of the lower vibrations, all fear, all doubt, all worry, all not enoughness, all of that has no place in the progressive life that is your life right here and right now. I claim and call forth such love flowing through you that you get to experience the greatest joys, the highest highs, greater good than you've ever experienced, realized, or imagined before. Such divine love that you are a perfect match for divine soulmate love, a perfect match for perfect, harmonious, loving relationships with your family, with your friends, and most of all with yourself. I claim and call for such love that everything works together for your good, all people, places, situations, circumstances, and events now. And back of this love is the infinite intelligence and wisdom of God guiding you, directing you, maintaining you, sustaining you, taking you to higher heights than you've ever experienced, realized, or imagined before, guiding you through the right doors, closing the wrong doors, making your path so peaceful, so harmonious, so abundant that there must be something greater than you taking place, and that is God now. I speak abundance and success over your life. Every day in every way, you are better and better, richer and richer, more and more prosperous. I speak such abundance and success into your life that right here and right now, the kingdom of heaven has been brought down to earth, that everything you want is and need to succeed is yours in this moment. I speak such abundance and success over you that everything you touch prospers, everything you touch turns to gold. All of your opportunities are fully realized. In this moment and every moment, you go from good to greater good, from glory to greater glory. And right where you are, I claim and call forth the power of God flowing through you, raising you to higher heights, allowing you to go through life fully confident, fully sure of yourself, fully clear of who you are, and what you are meant to do. And I claim and call forth the grace of God flowing through you so that all of this, your life unfolds smoothly and easily. That innate divine potential that is within you is fully expressed in this moment and every moment. No withhold, full expression right here and right now. So you truly express and live and move and have your being an infinite good God now. So I give thanks that as you go forward, your life is better than it was before. I give thanks that as you go forward in a high vibration, knowing whose you are and who you are. I give thanks that as you go forward assured that something is going forward ahead of you, attracting to you the right people, the right places, the right situations, circumstances, and events to make your life the best and brightest. I give thanks that as you go forward, living, moving, and having your being in God now. And I release this prayer. It is done now. It does not return empty nor void, but is answered in better, brighter ways than anything I could have said. So I take my hands off it. I allow it to be. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Yes. I accept that, Dana, 100%. And thank you. Dara, is it Dare? Oh, Dare to Wander. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. Oh, Ace, what's up, sweetest? Good to see you on here. That was beautiful. Awesome. It took me a second to get rolling, and then once we're off, we're off to the races. So thank you. So I love you all. Have a great night. Have a beautiful tomorrow. We've sowed good into life, so expect good things because that's what's taking place for you right now. So keep your mind focused on what's good, on what's great. I came in late, but thank you. Well, you're included in the prayer, and you're welcome. So there's no late. It's all perfect, divine, right timing. So thank you, everyone, for being here. If you don't follow me, please do, because I want you. Baldwin, what's up? What's up, Baldwin? Good to see you on here, my friend. And have a great night, everybody. And if you need anything, I'm just a comment or a message away. You're welcome.